Hello, everybody. Kirk with Calorie School. Today, I should say this morning, because we're talking about breakfast. This morning, we're talking about eating breakfast and why that is really the most important meal of the day. You can see I'm wearing my sunshine shirt. It's a nice sunny day wherever you are. Even if the clouds are there and it's raining, above it is sunshine. Just remember that. But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And the reason is because our bodies need to be told that it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. The reason why breakfast is called breakfast is because we're breaking the evening fast. Fasting as in not eating. We didn't eat for however long, 8, 10, 12 hours, or maybe if you partied all night, only a few hours, but still, at least it was a short fast. But we're breaking the fast. And the thing is your body is kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Your body still needs to operate. For the things that it's doing, the organs and everything in your body needs nutrients. So if you don't have that in the food you eat, it's going to take it from your body, which is great, right? It's going to take some of your body fat, but it's also going to tear down some muscle and bone tissue and all kinds of things, whatever it needs, because it can get nutrients from all over your body. And while it's doing that, your body's metabolism is taking note. It's taking note. It's saying, maybe we need to hold on to this fat because we're going to need it. So it's going to slow your metabolism down to try to compensate for that. That's one thing we don't want. We don't want it to slow down. One of the things about burning body fat is even just a little bit of food can speed up that usage. And so your body's not worrying about it. So actually eating a little bit of food when you haven't eaten in a while and your body's burning body fat, help your body to actually burn body fat more efficiently. So breakfast, we need breakfast. But what we want is a small breakfast because we are controlling our calorie intake and losing weight here. What we want is a low calorie breakfast. We want to give our body what it needs and definitely low fat because that's the best way to eat a high calorie meal is by eating a high fat meal. So my favorite by far is cereal with milk. It's so easy. It's fortified with vitamins. And maybe some people think fortified with vitamins, those aren't real vitamins. Well, actually they are. Your body sees a vitamin and uses it, it doesn't matter where it came from. So don't worry about that. It's of course you want to get your food from whole grains and vegetables and meat or whatever you're eating. But if you need to have a protein drink or you need to have vitamins in something, don't worry about it. Your body doesn't know the difference. Your body needs those vitamins and you should get it however way you can get it. Not too much. I'm not saying go and take a multivitamin with 4,000% of whatever vitamin. Your body can't use that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but that's dumb. I'm sorry. Nobody needs 4,000% of anything. Try eating 4,000% of your calories and see what happens. Or running 4,000% of whatever you're going to do. It's not good. So cereal with milk, it gives you carbs and very low fat. Even if you drink whole milk, which I don't recommend, I think you should drink 2% milk because it's just about as good. But even if you drink whole milk, it's not that much fat. And I'm talking about animal milk, not almond milk. Almond milk, you may as well eat an almond or get a cereal with almonds. It doesn't have a complete protein profile and all the nutrients that animal milk has. If you're vegetarian, then do whatever you want. You got to figure that out on your own. I'm not a vegetarian. I know you need to balance your protein in there somehow, so it's fine. If you're not a vegetarian and you somehow think that milk is bad for you, which I've seen some things about that. Have you ever gone to the doctor and your doctor says, hey, you're drinking too much milk. You shouldn't drink milk. Or, I don't know, somebody's really fat or has a medical problem because of milk. I've never heard of that, even one time. I don't even know where this is coming from. Maybe I should look it up. But there's so many freak show ideas out there that sometimes I just ignore it and just let it go by. Cereal with milk. It's a perfectly balanced meal. Some people will say it's got too much simple sugars in it, which if you look at Calorie School, we need simple sugars just as well. If you have too many simple sugars at one time, yes, it can turn into body fat. Yes, it can make you hyper. But if you're having a small meal, how many calories can it add? And then don't eat a sugary cereal. Not all cereals have a lot of simple sugars, right? So there's 3 kinds of sugars: simple sugars, complex sugars, and fiber. Well, I don't want to go over all those. That's a lengthy video, and we'll get into that. Protein is a builder and a fixer. Fat is a protector, and I call a maker, because proteins and fats, and they all work to make things in our body like hormones and things like that. And carbs is basically fuel. That is the main fuel for your body. You want your heart to pump? Guess what? It's not protein that's pumping your heart. It's carbs that's pumping your heart. Every single organ, when you flex your muscles, it's not protein that's flexing your muscles. It is carbs. Sugars are doing that. Anyway, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Eat breakfast, a small breakfast in the morning. I don't care what it is. 200 calories is my median breakfast because it should be pretty low. Otherwise, you're going to be gaining weight for the first few hours of the day if you eat a 500 calorie meal or you go out and have some pancakes, which is fine. If you have an activity, go and have a big meal and do your activity. But for low calorie eating, shoot for 150 if you have to, 100 if you have to. You need something in your body. I don't care if it's a glass of orange juice. It doesn't have to have protein in it. If you don't need a balanced meal to carry you a little while. But if you have orange juice, that's about 100 calories if you have a full glass of orange juice. You're only going to get sugars in that. You're not going to get any fats. You're going to get some vitamins, and you're not going to get any protein, really, that your body can use. So you're going to have to think about, in the next 2 hours, eating something more balanced, whether it's an egg, because maybe you need some protein and fat. Eggs have both of that. Or a glass of milk or toast and cheese, whatever it is. You're going to need a regular meal after that. Your breakfast idea of eating should be your breakfast. I prefer a balanced breakfast like cereal, and then a snack. So have your snack ready because you're going to need a snack in about 2 hours. And there's other videos that show you the graph about how eating sends you into the weight gaining side. Anyway, that's my take on breakfast. Next one will be lunch, and then we'll go to dinner, and they're all going to be pretty much 2 meals. You need your meal and you need your jump meal, I call them, or your snack to carry you to the next one. Now go get some cereal.